audience. In my mind, I remember him whispering, "Take a deep breath, set your feet, lean back and pull." In my ears, I hear him scream, "Up, up, up, Blaze." Hearing his voice, I could never give up. My name is Blaze, and this is my regional medal from powerlifting, where I achieved third place, and it represents the first time I was actually passionate about something, and I fell in love and succeeded. My first point's actually going to include squat and bench, the two competitions that I struggled the most with. I psyched myself out. If things weren't right, I got really upset. It didn't take much to confuse me and make me not want to lift anymore. It took a lot of courage, and my coach constantly reminding me to take a deep breath, set your feet, lean back, and pull. My second point is deadlift. When you're on the mat, or when you're walking up to the mat, you need to tighten your belt and get your dust and take a deep breath. It took a lot for me to notice the fact that it didn't really matter who was in the crowd, but to me it mattered. My father was always in and out on the phone, which sucked because he's my favorite person in the world to watch me. And then when my coach would step out and I couldn't find him, it would stress me out. It always did. It always needed to be reminded to take the deep breath. Deadlift being my favorite event in the entire meet, I spent a lot of time focusing on working to build on that muscle. Between my second and third lift, or my first and second lifts during the regional meet, I was told to sit down because I hurt my back, which was irritating because it actually involved my back to pick up the bar. So I went and looked at the score, or the leadership board, and I actually noticed that not only was I in the top 4, but I was in the top 4 out of 3 people tied for third place. And all it took was 2 more lifts with personal records to be able to win, and that was our ultimate goal. By the time that I called my number back up there, I kind of had shaken the nerves because I knew I had to do it. I had to win. I had to get up there. The way that the passion works for me is to make sure that I have everything right, and that you have to fight for what you want. With deadlift, I walked up there. I tightened my belt, and I was starting to shake a little. Coach reminded me, take a deep breath, set your feet, lean back, and pull. And that's all it took. I picked it up, and eventually I ended up in third, which the medal represents. In conclusion, I covered squat, bench, and deadlift being my favorite. And never will I forget my coach telling me to set my feet, lean back, and pull. Thank you.